Hi everyone, we're ROMbi, and today we're reviewing Etheria Itinere, and she is the
dual blade of the Christmas batch. She is currently an A ranking on Famitsu.
Which then I assume that she was A plus...
Probably S when she came
S
out.
class when she
or
came
S minus, if
S
that
minus.
exists.
A little bit like A plus S, so slash combo between that. Here's her art. She is very Alice in Wonderland-esque. Very similar to her previous art, actually. Yeah.
So, first things first, let's look at her other art.
Ooh, it's so cute! She looks so confident and awesome. Are her swords flags?
That's what it looks like. Let's go back. And yeah, it looks like she uses flags as her swords.
That's pretty awesome! Alright.
So her leader skill is Crown of Crowns, and it will extremely increase the bolt attribute damage of skill types.
So that's really niche.
Yeah.
And so chances are it probably only works on her. So if you're running through quests and you only have her as your leader, that'll help you.
Yeah, because I mean, like, there are other people that do lightning damage. But, like, I think Vivi
is the only one.
a technical type.
No, she's skill type.
Oh, Vivi's skill type?
Yeah, I should know.
So, like, that would
work for Vivi. So, I imagine when Vivi gets her Shinki, this team would literally be OP.
But yeah.
But, you gotta wait till Vivi gets her Shinki.
So, her passives are SP cost minus 15%, which is standard. Right. Bolt Counter Edge is a different sort of passive skill. So, whenever she does a counter, she gets a bolt attribute buff on her weapon.
That's pretty cool. Like, buff continuously, right? It's not just the one counterattack?
Oh, yeah. It lasts for, I think, 30 seconds or something. I don't know how long it lasts, but she gets a bolt attribute buff. And then her last passive is boost bolt element damage by 100%.
So, specifically, she is very centered around elemental damage, which may be good, especially against Occolings, because you don't do a lot of damage on them, unless you're a mage. Her first action skill is Trickster Stream, and it costs 27 SP. It deals bolt damage to the enemy and temporarily increases her attack speed, which is great, because obviously she's a dual blade, she has great attack speed. Temporarily increasing her attack speed would increase her damage immensely.
Yeah, so this attack is also a beam, so you can attack really far away as well.
That's awesome.
Her second action skill is Brightia,
I think?
Brightia Rondo, and it costs 44 SP, and it closes the distance between the enemy and herself, and it deals bolt damage.
So imagine she, like, flies to the enemy and then attacks?
Yeah, so it's definitely a good skill to close the distance with the enemy. And if you really want to, you could actually move pretty far using such skills as well.
Mm-hmm. So it's more of a speed run kind of thing.
Although it's pretty expensive for that.
Yeah, pretty expensive for a speed run kind of thing. That's pretty cool though. I didn't realize that anyone would want to move close to the enemy specifically.
So, what's his name? Chanel, the Fencer Chanel weapon is actually a really good way to move across distances really quickly. So I was in a co-op with a Douglas, and he was using the Fencer Chanel weapon and using the weapon skill, and it basically made him move about the same speed as my Dragon Rider by attacking the enemy with the skill as opposed to just normal running.
So yeah, that could be really, really useful. Although yeah, it's a little bit expensive, because weapon skills are like normally in the 18-27 range. So it's a bit cheaper. Well, let's see. Well, we'll see how she goes. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that there was a skill out there that did that. So I'm excited to see this.
Okay, so here we are.
Her sprite is really cute. So fluffy.
There's the
counter.
The counter, and it's plus 600.
That's crazy.
It's actually plus 400.
I think the counter itself does an extra damage.
It might also be Aqualings might be more susceptible. Yeah, whatever.
No, they are. They're more susceptible to magic.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong. So basically, all you have to do is counter, and you will kill everything.
So that counter's buff is actually really powerful. That is... Okay, but you do have to take into account that she does have a leader skill, which will greatly increase the elemental damage, or the lightning damage. So this is her first skill. It is okay, it's not exactly a beam, but it does have a pretty long range.
It's similar to, like, Shizuku's beam, where she throws out things.
Yeah, and it looks like it shoots out cards, and then at the end it has a last card that shoots out separately.
And the last card does switch direction. So I think it's an auto-target?
Yeah, it's probably an auto-targeting skill. And she does get a... Oops. She does have a really nice attack speed buff as well. And I am actually dying. But, so...
That's for her second skill.
This is her second skill. Okay, it's not as rushy as I had expected. Shinao's
weapon.
But it seems to move pretty fast, actually.
Yeah, and it auto-targets the enemy, so once she's killed an enemy, she goes on to kill the next enemy. Which is pretty nice, because she doesn't linger over the carcasses of her enemy, and it's not a straight shot and you miss either. Yeah. It's definitely more useful than...
It reminds me of Vivi's first skill, actually, about how it sort of just rushes at the enemy and it auto-targets.
That's pretty cool!
And then at the end of the rushing, it has that giant AoE circle as well.
So she does an extra amount of damage. So I would say, she's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I like her.
But, like, she's really cool. She does do a lot of damage for a dual blade. She does have the attack speed buff. She does a ton of damage with elemental, which does you a lot of, which is a lot of help against things like Aqualings, things that, like, dual blades are specifically weak against, which I forget exactly which they are. Spiders? No, not spiders.
No idea.
Something. Dual blades are definitely weak against something. I just can't tell you what it is right now. And so her elemental damage more than makes up for it. Definitely it's really easy to get back the elemental damage, unlike other characters that depend on having a weapon with elemental damage or having a skill with elemental damage. Her elemental damage, which I keep saying, will last you basically as far as you can counter.
Yeah, so her counter is really powerful because it does get you that extra elemental damage, and with it you can basically like double, maybe triple like your
attack power.
Okay, maybe not triple, but at least double your attack power, your current attack power.
Right, so definitely she's one of those characters where you don't need skills to survive. You don't need skills to do the amount of damage you want. So like Viper, sort of.
Yeah, and then the thing is that coupled with her attack speed buff on her first skill, that elemental damage can just decimate the enemy.
Honestly, I think Etheria is a really well-rounded character. She probably won't do you very good in, like, co-ops in which you need to survive, you need to inflict powerful damage, but definitely she's one of those characters that will get you through the game, get you through the current islands, get you through basically everything you need.
Yeah, so I would probably just equip her with a weapon that provides self-heal. I mean, everyone might have one from the Summer Soul quest. And then you can probably, I don't know, survive a lot of things, actually. Because her attack speed buff does allow her to increase her, or regenerate her SP at a very high rate. And so she can heal herself at a really fast rate, too.
That's what we think of Etheria, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye!